Hello, good morning to all of you. Welcome to the free lecture series in electrical engineering. Here now we are going to learn the single phase uncontrolled diode rectifier using the capacitance field. In the last lecture we have learned about the inductor load and we have seen that the output voltage is continuously equal to the source voltage, but in this case we are having something different like structure we are going to discuss. So let's draw the circuit diagram of it. This is the switch and this is the diode that we call uncontrolled diode. This is the source voltage which is given here and this is the capacitance which is going to be like this fashion. This is switch S, this is diode. This is plus minus supply voltage Vs, this is plus minus the capacitance polarity Vc equals to output voltage V0, and this is the plus minus Vd. When this switch on, then you can say that this switch is on and diode becomes on, then you can say that V0 Vc equals to like this fashion. The energy is going to be stored in this capacitor Vc equals to V0, like this. And the current is which is going to be flowing in this capacitance, we can say that IC equals to C dV upon dt. Here V is the output voltage, and as per this equation we can say that the output voltage is equals to the source voltage when diode becomes on. And we can say that if we are just solving it, IC equals to C d by dt of Vs, IC equals to C d by dt of Vm sin omega t, LC equals to C Vm omega cos omega t. This is our equation number 1 that we have learned. Whenever the diode becomes on, then the capacitance having stored energy and the capacitance current expression instantaneous like this fashion, C equals to Vm omega cos omega t. If we are just try to calculate or derive the relation of the voltage across the capacitor, then we can say that Vc equals to 1 by C integration IC dt. If I integrate this by putting the value of the current, it should be C Vm omega cos omega t. Vc equals to C Vm upon C omega multiplied by omega, should be sin omega t. Then we can say that Vc equals to C cancel out, omega cancel out, it should be equals to Vm sin omega t and Vc equals to Vs. So we have calculated the general formula for the capacitance current and the capacitance voltage, and we can say that Vc becomes equals to Vm equals to Vs sin omega t, and we can say that the output, the current capacitance is equals to C omega m Vm cos omega t. So this is our conclusion that whenever this diode becomes on, then we can say that the output voltage is equal to the capacitance voltage is equal to the source voltage, and the expression of the capacitance, the current is C Vm omega cos omega t. Now, if I draw the waveform of it and try to make the conclusion, then we can say that this is like fashion. This is our source voltage, and this source voltage is basically alternating cycle like this fashion, plus minus plus. This is our output voltage, and this is, we can say that our output current or IC current. Similarly, the voltage of a capacitor. We know that the formula for the IC should be equals to omega Vm should be omega Vm C omega Vm cos omega t. This is cos omega t. This is equation number 1. And output voltage VC equals to Vm sin omega t. This is equation number 2. If omega t is 0, if omega t is pi by 2, and we are taking omega t equals to pi, then we can say that the IC is equals to basically maximum value C omega Vm. At omega t equals to 0, if we are putting this value of the omega in this expression, then we can calculate IC equals to C omega Vm. At this point, IC becomes 0, and at omega t equals to pi, it should be basically, or should be, we can generate the negative value. And similarly, if we are try to make the expression for the VC, at omega t equals to 0, the VC becomes 0. At omega t equals to pi, the VC becomes maximum Vm, and omega t equals to pi, this becomes 0. So by using this expression and by putting the value of omega t equals to 0 and pi by 2 and pi, we are just making the waveform of the output voltage and the output current. At omega t equals to 0, this is the scale of omega, this is 0, this is basically pi by 2, this is basically the pi, and this is basically 2 pi. And the circuit is going to be like this fashion. We have already seen that the circuit is basically like this. Here we are just making the circuit, and diode becomes on, and the capacitance has been stored at energy like this fashion. We are having the Vs voltage, and we are having the capacitance voltage, which is equal to the source voltage or the output voltage. All same thing. So at omega t equals to 0, the current is having the maximum value. So it's having the maximum value. And at omega t equals to pi, this is omega t equals to pi by 2, we are having the IC is 0. This is the expression of the current. Okay, so at omega t equals to 0, it's having the maximum value C omega Vm, and at omega t equals to pi by 2, the current is having a 0 value. Forget about this. This I will explain later why we are not shown the at omega t equals to pi. Leave it, after some time we will discuss. Now come to the waveform of output voltage, that is called the voltage across capacitance. At omega t equals to 0, it is having the 0 value, and at omega t equals to pi by 2, it is having a maximum value. The voltage across capacitor is maximum at omega equals to pi by 2. That means the capacitor is charged up to a full value, the maximum peak value. This is the Vm. At omega t equals to pi by 2, the capacitance is charged up to a peak value. That means we have seen that in this expression, at omega t equals to pi by 2, the current is 0. That means the diode becomes off. This condition is valid for this is omega t equals to pi by 2. After what? At omega t equals to pi by 2, the current is 0. That means diode is off. Diode is off. That means supply voltage is positive, and at omega t is equals to positive, the current is 0. That means there is no current is flowing diode. That means diode is off. But at omega t equals to pi by 2, we have seen that inductor is having, the capacitor is having a maximum value peak voltage. And after the pi by 2, the diode never conducts, because at omega t equals to pi by 2, the diode is having a current 0. That means there is off. It should be off. A current is not there. That means it becomes off at omega t equals to pi by 2. And the capacitance is having a value of V0. And from pi by 2 to pi, it remains off because there is no path for the diode to flow. So there is no current. So the current is always 0 from pi by 2 to pi. And output voltage is having a V0, that is called to capacitance voltage, like this. It's a Vm, maximum voltage, Vm. Similarly, at omega t equals to pi, at omega t equals to pi, the supply voltage is negative. supply voltage is negative and there is no current is flowing in this capacitance value, and the capacitance will not having a part for to discharge their energy because it is off. If it is short circuited, then this capacitance will try to release their energy, but it becomes off at omega t equals to pi only. So capacitance voltage is always having a peak value like this. From this to this is having a peak value, and the inductor or and the capacitor current is zero. So here we have seen that if the diode is feeding from the supply to the pure capacitor, then at omega t equals to pi by 2, we have learned that the current is zero. That current basically is zero, and that current is zero. That means that becomes off, and the capacitance having a charge with a peak value of Vm, and after the omega t equals to pi by 2 or greater than pi by 2, there is no option for the capacitance to discharge their energy. So it always having a peak value charge capacitor, and the current is zero after pi by 2 and becomes zero till the end. So this is the basic operation of the circuit containing the diode circuit containing the pure capacitance, and we have seen that the supply voltage is alternating, and we are obtaining a just like DC waveform in the output voltage. So I think this is enough for this concept, and next class we will learn about the RL loop. Thank you.